I'm on the White Cliffs of St Margarets, just near to Dover, and what we're going to do today is explore some wartime tunnels called the Z Rockets, otherwise known as, and it's a deep shelter in the cliffs at St Margarets, and apparently it's no longer accessible. I beg to differ, because we have a little slipway down there. Now, when I've seen groups, urban exploration groups, do this, there's plenty of videos of people doing this, but I just wanted to see for myself. There is a rope attached there. It looks a bit dicey, and there's quite a steep slope down, and then there's an exit that goes out of the cliffs to like a several hundred feet drop below, which we don't want to be falling through. So I've brought my rock climbing gear, and what I'm going to do is lower myself down using a belay on a rock climbing gear with a harness, just for extra safety, and then we're going to have an explore. I'm not going to do the whole tunnels, just some of them, just to really get a feel of what it's like, and see maybe how practical it would be for use as an actual shelter. So here we go. Can't see anything down the tunnel. It's absolutely pitch black down there. Let's get organised here. Okay. Right. What I'm going to do is double up the rope. I'm going to belay myself down into the depths of darkness. Yes, quite a deep tunnel down there. Definitely the scariest thing I've done in quite a long time. Yeah, this is not ideal. Okay, don't let go of the rope. I've only got to get down there. That's not so bad. There it is, right. So if I just hang on to him, need to get my rucksack on. Let's go. We're all on. Okay. Here we go. Okay. It's very dark down here. I think what I should do is chuck a glow stick down there, because I haven't tried these yet. So I've got these little glow sticks. It's supposed to break like that. Shake those up. It's supposed to glow. Alright. I'll sling that down there. There we go. See what kind of light we get from that. At least I know where I'm going. Right. Okay, here we go. Over the first step. Let's get the rope down. Right. And belay nice and smooth. I see the rope they've put on here actually goes quite far down. There we go. It's nice and dry. Come on. There we go. Okay. I'll step over that. There we are. Right, so we can see. Right. Okay. Right. We're on level ground. Now that down there is where you don't want to go, because that heads right down to the beach, which is about, I think it's a couple of 100 feet down. So let's get unclipped. Right, let's put that down there. There's the entrance there. See that over there? Okay. Right, let's head in. It's really warm in here. Why is it so warm? Can't smell fire or anything, so let's head in. Okay. So, get into the actual shelter. There we go. See my glow stick up there. Right. Hopefully you get that. Stand up now. There we go. Right, so this would have been possible toilets. And this is the reinforced bit. Okay. So, hearts going other clappers. So there should be, this tunnel goes up there. There's 3 little things through like here. There's one up there, one there, and I think there's another one. And both of them lead to some steps up the top. So what we're going to do is put another stick down here by the entrance. See my glow stick up there. See that right up there? See that? Hopefully. Okay. Okay. That one. I'll pop that here. Like that. Right, let's have a wander up here. Some brickworks collapsed there. It's very dark. When I've watched videos with other people, there's been about 3 or 4 of them, and of course they've had lighting all over. I didn't bring a lot of lighting. Another latrine there. Collapsed entrance. And then here you have, I believe, another blocked in, which I think comes out underneath the housing complex. So let's have a wander through here. Jesus Christ. So down here, down the end, blocked off. Yeah, it's blocked off. Another entrance. Oh, it's blocked right here. So I wonder where that goes then. Oh yeah, you can see all the chalk 4, it's all collapsed in there, so they've blocked it all off. And this goes through to the next one. That's the end of that one. Another latrine in there, and then we've got another, that is all blocked off up there I believe, which goes under people's houses. So if I carry along here, I should be able to walk and then to the left. So I don't Yeah. So that takes me back through to the entrance. It's very quiet. Surprisingly warm though. There's the old vents, the old air vents. I assume that goes up. Surface somewhere. And then this one, I think, yeah, comes through to, that's where we went earlier. So it's not big. That's nice, isn't it? Nice. Quite a bit of history. Okay. Right. I think we'll head up and we'll have a chat by the cliffs in the daylight. Because although it's interesting, I don't really like being in here. So, leave no trace. Right, so these don't get warm, so that's good. So I'll put them in my pocket. Head on out. Interesting though. How many people could you protect in there? I wonder. You know, a few hundred, if you had to. Just thinking. So I'm sorry I haven't been that much more vocal. I've just been interested in what's going on. So now I'm going to just belay my way back up the rope. I think I might just pull myself up actually. Right. Feel cold of the cliffs again. Actually, let's put it on a belay. Let's get this lamp off. I'm a bit sniffly today because it is cold out. Right, let's pop that in the old belay. I'll do that because just in case I slip, I can grab the rope and it'll stop me going all the way down that bloody hole. Which normally that corrugated iron is there to stop anything like that. I think I might just put that back in place actually. Let's do that. Just for safety. Just to stop anyone else that's accidentally fallen down there. Okay, right, let's head back up. Yeah. I'm glad it wasn't too wet actually. To pick up another glow stick here. Right. Okay, it's time to get out. Yeah, it's a bit of a squeeze. So, but that's okay. Right, let's unhook that. Well, I'm glad I did that with the belay because it just makes for that extra safety. It was quite a slope. Okay, there we go. Good. Right. That doesn't look like I've been down a chalk pit, does it? Not at all. still shaking with adrenaline. Now, I've been wanting to do that for ages, from a historical point of view, but also, when we heard on the news the other day that the government in 2022 have now told us that they were sitting down talking about really concerned that Putin was actually going to launch a nuclear weapon. Of course, they didn't tell us. I'm just thinking, how easy would it be? They can build a village in months. How easy would it be to open this up, put some stairs down, or even a rope ladder or something, and make an entrance here, around here, a brick entrance or something, because it's very easy to get to from the car park, and people could run down here in the event of some kind of attack, and potentially be protected. But would they do that? No. Do they care? They don't give a shit, because they've all got their bunkers and they're all okay. It's a very odd situation in my eyes. So I wanted to investigate it just to see how many people you could get down there, and I reckon you get several hundred down there. And I think they did in wartime. It was used for personnel, military personnel, and also civilians as an air raid shelter. And the reason it's called Z rockets, by the way, is because nothing to do with its shape. It's more of a H or a ladder shape, really, when it's down there. And it goes right back under the cliffs, under the houses that are up there. And they had a rocket battery somewhere around here, not too far. I think it might have been a bit over there, actually, because I've seen some of the old brickwork, and they had a battery, and we're quite close to France here, so they could see the Luftwaffe coming over for bombing raids, and the Z rockets were rockets that would just literally fire at those planes as they were coming over, and all the personnel were down here staying safe. So that's what it's all about. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I did. It was a bit nervy. It was a little bit nerve-wracking. Very, very dark down there. And where I've seen it on videos, I've seen people have a lot more lighting than I did. So it all looked like it was lit up, but of course it's going to be pitch black, which is why it doesn't matter whether it's day or night when you go and visit it, really. I prefer during the daytime, to be honest, just to get in and out, because I'm covered in chalk and it's a bit of a messy job getting in and out. But anyway, I better let home know that I'm safely out. And I'm going to get some drone footage of the outside of that that hole that comes down, and see if I can just get that footage on there, which you probably would have already seen by now. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't really like the thought of being in a bull's field. Hopefully we won't have to run.